A very good morning to all my students. I hope all of you are fine at your homes. So class, in this video I am going to start your revision chapter 1, A Letter to God. We are going to start the revision from the very beginning. So I have taken this chapter 1, A Letter to God. Let's move on to the introduction of the chapter. A Letter to God Introduction. The story A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes revolves around the idea of having unquestionable belief in something. The story is set in a Latin American country. Lencho, the farmer, who is the protagonist of the story, writes a letter to God seeking help from the Almighty after discovering his entire crop yield destroyed by a devastating hailstorm. Although his wishes get fulfilled partially, if not completely, he is ungrateful in the end and questions the honesty and modesty of the postmasters who actually helped him with money anonymously in the name of God. So, here you can see that the story is about a farmer who has a firm belief in God and he requested for a help from God to help him financially because of the financial crisis he faced due to hailstorm. And ultimately, he was quite unsatisfied with the services of the postmaster of the post department, and that he had written again a letter to the God for showing his dissatisfaction. So let's move on further to the chapter summary. The story A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes depicts unwavering faith of a farmer in God. It begins with a farmer named Lencho, expecting for a rain shower to nourish his field of corn. He is confident that his harvest is going to yield him huge profits, just like it does every year. To his utmost excitement, rainfall did happen but sooner. It turned into a hailstorm, destroying his entire crop field. The damage posed a threat to the family's survival as their entire livelihood was dependent on the year's produce. Although disheartened, the family had robust belief in the Almighty. Lencho, despite having worked day and night at the field, knew how to write and thus decided to write a letter to God explaining his situation and asking for help. He went to town to post his letter addressed to God. The letter, on being noticed by postmaster, at first amused him. Definitely it is going to amuse anyone. But then motivated him want to do something for the farmer so as to keep his immense belief intact. He contributes from his salary and collects money from his colleagues and friends who willingly contributed for an act of charity. To his dismay, he could only collect 70 pesos, which he wrapped in an envelope to make it seem like a reply from the deity. On having found the letter, the writer was Lencho, is not at all shocked because, in his perception, the God is going to respond. He has already perceived this thing that God is going to respond on his letter. So that was not surprising for him. So he was not at all shocked, but instead he gets angry on finding that the amount is less than what he had expected. He again writes a letter to God conveying his disappointment and distrust in the employees of the post office, who he thought had stolen the remaining amount. Although the post department had helped him, and on instead of giving thanks to them, the Lencho is actually complaining about them from God because he was not knowing, he was not having any idea that who has helped him, the God or the postmasters. Let's move on to the chapter sketch of the story. The story recounts the hard life and extreme faith in God of a poor farmer Lencho, who has lost his crop due to heavy rain and hailstorms. It was the only source of income to fulfill his family's desires. He firmly believes that God will help him in such a situation and would not let him and his family die due to hunger. He writes a letter to God to seek help. Some kind employees of the post office helped him. So the story tells us to have faith in God and never lose hope in adverse situations. Something about the characters. Lencho, who is the main character of this story, a poor farmer who lives on the crest of a low hill with his family. He was a firm believer of God. He is innocent, hopeful, caring, and responsible. Uh, what about Postmaster? He is a fat, amiable fellow who helped Lencho to retain his faith in God. He gave a part of his salary in the charity for Lencho on behalf of God. Now, what about post office employees? People who helped Lencho on Postmaster's call. They definitely contributed towards the noble cause. They laughed at Lencho when they saw the letter but helped him in his need. Lencho called them a bunch of crooks because he was not having any idea that postmasters have actually helped him. Let's move on further with the overall view of the chapter. This will be very beneficial for you to understand the chapter overall. Lencho's hope of good harvest. Lencho was a farmer who lived on the crest of a low hill with his family. He was the only house in the entire valley. His house was the only house in the entire family. His field was full of ripe corn and easily visible from the house. He was eagerly waiting for a good rain to have a good harvest so he could earn money for his family. Now, what happened next? Turning of Lencho's hope into despair. As Lencho hoped, it started raining at the time of supper, which gave Lencho a ray of hope. He was extremely happy to see that. He compared the raindrops as silver coins, which shows his joy. Means he was extremely excited and happy to see the rain. But soon his joy turned into despair as the rain changed into hailstones, which ruined the crops. The field had been covered with snow like a layer of white salt. Lencho was worried for his family. Lencho's firm belief in God. Though Lencho was a poor farmer and had lost all his crops, he had firm belief in God. He found in God his last hope and decided to write a letter to God for help. He asked God to send him 100 pesos so that he can sow his field again and support his family until the new crops were harvested. He also wrote that if God didn't help him, his family would die with hunger. The postmaster's reaction to Lencho's letter. What was the postmaster's reaction on the Lencho's letter to God? After reading Lencho's letter to God, the postmaster laughed on him. Actually, it was quite amusing to see a letter to God. Somebody is writing a letter to God for complaining or for asking anything. But soon he realized that Lencho had firm faith in God and his belief should not be shaken. So he decided to help Lencho with the help of his post office employees. He collected 70 pesos and handed the envelope to Lencho himself, in which he also contributed a part of his salary. So here you can see that such a noble thing the postmaster has done to retain the firm belief of Lencho in God. He helped him. He contributed money with his fellow postmasters and sent it to Lencho. Then what happened next? Lencho gets angry at receiving less money. Although Lencho didn't have any idea about the source of money, from where the money has come, but he had the perception that God had sent the money to him. He was not having any idea that postmasters actually helped him. So here, Lencho became angry when he saw 70 pesos in the envelope as he demanded 100 pesos. He expected 100 pesos, but ultimately he got 70 pesos. That's why he got very angry. He did not believe that God could do so and send less money to him. So he decided to write a letter again for the rest of the money. This time he requested God not to send the rest of the money through the letter because he thought that the post office employees were bunch of crooks who might have stolen his money. So he was having wrong perception about the postmasters. Instead of stealing his money, the postmasters have actually helped him by sending their own money in the contribution, right? So this is the all about things about the story, the letter to God. Here I hope that you all have understood the overall view of the story and revised the main points of the story. So thanks a lot for watching the video.